This new digital economy, this knowledge-based economy, you know, I would normally say it's unfolding over years, but you take a look at what's happening now. It's not years anymore. It's months, it's weeks. Sometimes it feels like there's something new every day.
We all know technology is getting lower cost and easier to use. It's a continuum. It's not stopping. It's accelerating. That's the nature of technology. But we want to couple that with compassion.
Now with the really blurring of lines between industry and the really great disruption, and I think about that optimistically, by the way, but that's happening, growth is going to come from very different places.
It's all been blown up. In terms of technology, if you dream it, you can build it.
Not only have computers changed how you design and engineer stuff, but they've totally changed how we're making stuff.
Young people have to learn by making, and we have to create that opportunity in which they're tinkering, in which they're playing, in which they're exploring, and we have to build those spaces, offer them those tools, and the right opportunity for them to dream and go change the world.
One of the great legacies of this country in the 20th century was the expansion of education to everyone. But if you look at where we are right now, that educational system is still built on this industrial era norm. And if you look at the jobs that are available in the new economy, the gap between those jobs and the ways that we're teaching right now is impossibly large.
The internet is challenging every power structure that exists today.
There's an enormous gulf between Silicon Valley and Washington, D.C. The way people think about things is very different. The way they think about problems is very different. The ability for a government to execute intelligently on what do you think your technology strategy should be, given that technology pace is accelerating. So for example, cost genetic sequencing is going down faster than Moore's law. What should you be doing, I think is extremely important, but also very difficult to make happen.
What we really should not be talking about is income inequality versus the 1%. What we should be talking about is how can we get the economy to be a fair measurement device, a true measurement device, a well-calibrated measurement device, which by definition ought to be giving us a bell curve.
When we are talking about developing potentially innovative solutions on how we can help with the Ebola crisis, we have to take into account what kind of a network are we dealing with.
We as artists are so much more powerful nowadays because we can connect immediately. We don't need those older medias in order to connect to fans. We can do that anytime we want.